Hey everybody, it's Dr. Steve Fleischer of Everybody's Chiropractic and Wellness here in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, and we are continuing our Wake Up video series. In our last video, we talked about the discovery and the development of chiropractic through the Palmers. Now, as B.J. Palmer continued to develop chiropractic, a philosophy arose. And out of that philosophy, there were 33 principles. We're going to be talking about two of my favorite ones in this video series. But for today, we're going to be talking about principle number 24, which is the limits of adaptation. And it goes like this. Innate intelligence adapts forces in matter for the body as long as it can do so without breaking universal law. Or in other words, innate intelligence is limited by the limitations of matter. So let's break that down a little bit. Innate intelligence, we're talking about this inborn intelligence that we have in our minds that controls and regulates things. It teaches us, it tells us when in our gut that we need to do something or don't need to do something. And that innate intelligence adapts to the forces in matter from the body. So when we talk about force, we're talking about God or spirit or life force, whatever you want to call it. And matter is our physical being. So innate intelligence adapts the forces in matter for the body for as long as it can do so without breaking universal law. What's universal law? An example of universal law would be gravity. In other words, if you jump off a building, you're going to fall. That's universal law. It's indisputable. You can't change it. So in other words, innate intelligence is limited by the limitations of matter. So what does that mean? Well, that's why I've got these two cars here. On my right, I've got a 1979 Chrysler LeBaron station wagon. And on my left, I have the elite 2016 Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta. It is one of the most sought after supercars in the world. Obviously, the 79 LeBaron will never ever be able to perform to the same level that the Ferrari does. The genetics are just different. But regardless of our genetics, it's vital that we make sure we maintain whatever we have to the best of our abilities so we can get the optimum performance out of our health. That's critical, that's key. So what am I talking about? Well, if we have this Ferrari here and we take it four-wheeling, we never change the oil, we never change the tires, we beat on it, we leave it outside, we don't take care of it, it's going to break down. It's not going to last nearly as long as this Chrysler LeBaron if it's taken care of properly. Regardless of the price tag, regardless of the genetics it has, it won't last as long. And this is one of the problems that we have with health in this country today. It's not because of the insurance companies, although they would be good to provide some incentive and also some reimbursement for prevention or wellness care. And it's not because of the doctors, because we've got the greatest doctors in the world, although if they were more like chiropractors and they provided you with methods of prevention and wellness, we might be better off too. But for the most part, it's the public, it's the general people out there that take better care of their teeth, their hair, their cars, their pets, better than they take care of their own health. See, most of us are out there and we start noticing a problem. And then we try and cover it up with medications or whatever to mask the symptoms. It doesn't really address the problem and it allows that health issue to get worse and worse until finally we get to a point where we're broken down. We can't do the things that we want or need to do anymore, either partially or totally. And so that's one of the reasons why we've got poor health in this country. Even though you may have lesser genetics of a Chrysler LeBaron compared to a Ferrari, it's still important to make sure we take care of ourselves on a regular basis. So, if you have any questions about the limitations of matter or how you can better take care of yourself during this time and down the road in our futures to have better levels of health, give the office a call at 610-337-3700. You can contact us through the web at helpmedrsteve.com, and doctor is DR. You can check out my Facebook page at Dr. Steve Fleischer, Everybody's Chiropractic and Wellness. Until next time, Dr. Steve Fleischer, Everybody's Chiropractic and Wellness.